pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Singletary on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Diggs going in motion right. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, the goal is a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Allen again. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They run here with Singletary. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot on the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Singletary, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone since the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, he exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the move to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. Hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. shot before half for Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Allen. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but some confidence is going to help get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletion. That will get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Boogie Basham earning himself a tackle for a loss as he stops him behind the line.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
And this returnable for Hines.
31 yards on the... And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field. We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got Burton here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Another throw there off the mark. And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here, right now.
Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Allen going to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Let's get juice.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now here's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays, but defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and hey, we can call anything. But in this spot, with that lead and that amount of time on the clock, not much, you've got to take care of it. I would have figured they'd run the football there.
Now their defense has to stand tall.
Here's Allen.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards.
And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Mahomes.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
1 yard. Bring up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they go with Singletary.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.